We all know that Hurricane Ian left behind catastrophic damage in southwest Florida, but would that damage have been worse if the mangroves were not there?
Well, that's what one nonprofit wants to find out through a survey. Wake News environmental reporter Liz Byro has more on the benefits and also how you can act as a citizen scientist.
On the east side of Sanibel.
And when you're on these mangrove-lined canals, it's like getting on the Disney Jungle Cruise.
Dr. Scott Crater has looked into his Jungle Cruise backyard for 14 years. After Ian, it was less of a Disney experience and more of a jungle.
We walked through our yard, which we could barely get through because there were so many fallen trees, and had to climb over things to get back to the dock area. And there was our boat, and it was floating.
Crater's boat survived Ian.
It was tied up loosely in this canal and kind of ping-ponged around the canal and bounced off the mangroves, and they absorbed the impact, and the boat was usable right after the storm.
But it's not just the mangroves in Dr. Crater's backyard that protected him. It's the mangroves and other canals near his and the dune structures lining the Gulf that helped lessen the storm's impact to his property.
So there are other canals on the island that have concrete seawalls and no mangroves. It's more convenient for boaters, but they were totally exposed to the wind and the storm surge, and a lot of those boats were tossed up into people's yards and heavily damaged or destroyed.
Sanibel Captiva Conservation Foundation's Coastal Resilience Manager, Dr. Carrie Schumann, knows our natural structures can't stop all the water in a case like Ian, but without them, things would be much worse.
They're helping to cut down a lot of the force in which that water comes in. And having, water coming in with a lot less force means it will likely do a lot less damage, maybe to structure, maybe a lot less erosion.
Along with reducing wind and wave energy, the branches caught debris that would have ended up on or in someone else's property. On Sanibel, the mangroves lie mostly on the bay side. The defense on the Gulf side, dunes, or the ridges on the beach that also slow wave and surge energy. All of this is why SCCF created a survey to fully assess the natural structure's benefits. Crater responded.
Well, I wanted people to know that it had concrete, tangible, positive effects.
Because in Crater's case, he says mangroves minimize damages to his house from both wind and flooding, and also to his boat. Liz Byro, Wink News.
And the survey takes no more than just 10 minutes, and the information on how to take it is over on winknews.com.